Welcome to National 5 Business Management. This is Lesson 2, Factors of Production and Entrepreneurs. So today we're learning to understand the elements of factors of production. We are learning to understand the role of an entrepreneur. Success criteria. I can draw and label the IPO diagram with examples. I can describe and give examples of the factors of production. And I can identify skills and duties of an entrepreneur. So here we have the IPO diagram, also sometimes called a production chain. Production is basically the transformation of raw materials into finished products. So we can see here inputs, process, outputs. If we use oil as an example, in the input stage, oil is drilled from the sea or the land. So it's extracted from the oil from the sea, and then in process, oil is refined in a factory or petrochemical plant like Grangemouth, and it's then turned into different products. For example, the petrol that we will see in the output stage in your petrol station from Shell or BP, or it can also be during the process of cracking turned into plastics. So to recap that, inputs would be for oil drilling in the sea. You get the oil out of the seabed. In the process, goes to a petrochemical facility like Grangemouth. The petrol's then cracked, or the oil's cracked into all different kind of products. One could be plastics, the other could be the unleaded petrol that we actually then in the output stage get from your local BP or Shell garage or whoever the petrol station is that you use. We also have the factors of production. Land, labour, capital, enterprise. Land is basically all the natural resources used in production, not only the physical land that the business works on, but all the raw materials. Labour are the employees and the managers, and also the ideas that they have, the intellectual creativity that they have. The capital are all the tools and machinery that's used in making a product. And enterprise is the art of bringing it all together to make the factors of production and being successful, which leads us on to entrepreneurs. So here we have Richard Branson of Virgin. He is an entrepreneur, however he's not an inventor. James Dyson is both an inventor and an entrepreneur. By that I mean he came up with the idea. He's an engineer for the bagless Hoover, so he came up with this idea, and then he, through his own finance and resources, he could actually, using the factors of production, take that idea and turn it into reality. Many entrepreneurs look for ideas and inventors and take those ideas and then, using again their resources, their factors of production, turn it into reality. So we have here skills and qualities that we need to know for Nat 5. There are far more on this list, but I thought I would just pick some of the easiest ones to remember. So for the skills, which are things that they can learn, entrepreneurs have to be decision makers. They've got to make choices. They've got to have financial literacy. They have to know about break-even, costs and profits. They need to be able to communicate well, because they have to sometimes pitch to other investors or pitch to retailers. They've also got to be good organisers and planners. They must know about logistics and how to get all their resources together, get all the finance together, and actually take that idea, develop it, and then put it into production, and then hit the shops. Then for qualities, these are the kind of things that are inherent in a person. So they're risk takers. It's a gamble. You might have a great idea for a product, but are you willing to risk £10,000, £50,000, £1,000,000? A lot of the money they spend is their own money. So there's no guarantees that a product will be successful. You've got to be creative. You've got to have an idea and then find a gap in the market that it may fit. Famously, the Sony Walkman was designed originally for journalists, but Akito Morita, head of Sony, saw that the workers were using them as music players, so he then decided that, listen, let's forget a very narrow market for journalists, let's look at the mass market of portable music. You've got to be determined. you'll get lots of knockbacks on the way, people saying no to your finance, no to your product, no to you. But entrepreneurs will overcome this because they believe in their product. And finally, enthusiastic. They have to be passionate about their product. If you're not passionate or enthusiastic about your product, no one else will. And you often see on Dragon's Den and Shark Tank that the investors will invest not in a specific product sometimes, but in the person, in the entrepreneur. They'll say that they believe in that person and they want to work with them. So let's finish up by a little plenary where you can write a tweet showing something that you've learned today. Please include some hashtags. Success criteria. I can draw and label the IPO diagram with examples. Remember, input, process, output. The example of oil is very easy to use, but there's loads of things you can do. 101 more than that. You can come up with your own ideas. If you want to share in the comments below or let me know, that'd be great, because there's lots of good examples. I can describe and give examples of the factors of production: land, labour, capital, enterprise. Hopefully it's explained reasonably well. Again, investigate, research, and you'll find lots of different examples of factors of production. And then we've got the skills and qualities of an entrepreneur. So you can see about how they can be good at organisation, good communication, and also there's qualities of risk taking, creativity, enthusiasm. So for entrepreneurs, it's a very wide topic. For Nat 5, we only have to look at a very narrow focus, but again, if you're interested in researching about entrepreneurs, I suggest you have a look, think of a product and find out who was the person that came up with that product. So finally, just to connect, we've got the web, www.mrmcgowan.blogspot.com, Twitter at Mr. Marcus McGowan, and for educators, my Teachers Pay Teachers store, if there's any resources you may be interested in. But just before we go, as always, keep calm and love business, and I'll see you in the next video.